Now that 2023 is here, some people might be thinking about retirement, deciding that if this is the year that they should go for it. With any big change, there is some apprehension involved and really a lot of complicated factors. And joining us to sort all that out is Ernie Burns from Burns Estate Planning and Wealth Advisors. Good morning.
Good morning.
So before we talk to just 62-year-olds and up, let's talk to the 30-year-olds, and that is because this is something that people should be thinking about and kind of planning for decades.
Well before they're about to retire, and we see both. So usually but when somebody's 25, 30, 35, 40, really, you have time to make up for mistakes, like as we were talking about. But a lot of times, a lot of individuals are not even adding to their 401k when their companies are matching that money in their 401k.
Free money.
Free money. So you'd be surprised. So it takes time people learn that.
So before we get to the decisions, young people might say, I just can't afford it. My rent went up or whatever else. And a bit of advice I heard years ago was just, if your goal is to get to 6% or whatever, keep chipping away at 1% here, 2% more. When you get a raise, pay yourself kind of thing?
Yes, every single month you should be writing a bill to yourself, which is your savings. Put something away every single month. I don't care if it's $10, $100, or $1,000. Put something away every month. You'd be surprised how fast it will mount up.
All right, so let's take that 30-year-old and advance them now by 35 years.
Yeah.
And you're running into people all the time, I'm sure, asking you, can I retire this year?
That's our target for our client base is all over 55. So when they're looking at 60, 65 and retiring, they got to make sure they're prepared for it. Basically we answer a lot of questions and basically put all that in place. Do you want to pay the house off? Do you want to pay the car off? Do you have any other debts or credit cards? Can you afford to retire? Is this your choice or the company's choice pushing you to retirement? There's a lot of questions that have to be answered there.
So part of it is, it's really two-pronged, isn't it? It's on the one hand, because a lot of people I will tell you, some of my friends just love it and they are so ready to retire. I have a family member who knows it's 400 and some odd days to retirement. I know other people who are, I don't want to retire at all. So it's really a choice about physically and mentally are you ready, but financially are you ready?
Yes, and that's the thing. It depends what you're doing for a living. If you're a rooftop, basically putting shingles on, maybe definitely want to retire and hunt a little bit more, But if you're in a studio like us or in a desk job and you love your job, maybe you're gradually getting into retirement. It depends what retirement is to you.
Sure. We got about 40 seconds left. What's the biggest mistake that people make, and maybe also what's when you see clients who are really prepared, what did they do right?
The biggest mistake is they build up their credit card debt too high, and then they actually factor that into their income. They're just paying the minimum balance, and they just basically building those credit limits up, which is not a good thing. The best thing that I see with a lot of clients when they're coming in is their debts are paid off. Maybe not their house, and that's fine. That's one mortgage that that's probably very low. You don't want to refinance right now for sure.
True.
But they paid their debts off. They have a variety of different income coming in from different sources, and then we do a Social Security maximizer, a pension maximizer, and an income placement and a Roth conversion analysis for the clients. All that gives them more information to see if we can help them make that decision.
But keep that debt down.
Yes.
All right, Ernie Burns. Thanks, Ernie.
All right, thank you.